Joey Strub here, Bikeman Performance. Today we're doing a Tech Tuesday on belt temperature. How much belt temperature is too much? So first let's go and look at, this is in Fahrenheit, right? So between 0 and 200 degrees, you're not hurting your belt at all. If you want to go like 3,000 miles on a belt, you know, that's your area where you want to be. Between 200 and 250, you're starting to create a little bit of accelerated wear, but it's still not too bad. Between 250 and 300, you have minutes left if you keep it in that zone. So you really want to pay attention, and if you are in that zone, you can drive with light load. You know, with your clutches still moving is the best way to cool your belt, and until that temperature comes down. And if you're over 300 degrees, you're lucky it's in there. You're just torturing your setup, and it's not going to stay in there. So we found all this out from racing. We put all of our stuff through the test racing. We know what temps are allowed, available, and what you can do and what you can do to fix it. So the number one thing, like I said, is if your belt temps start coming up, just reduce your throttle. You don't want to stop and turn your machine off, because if you stop when your clutches are super hot, what happens is you end up baking the belt that's touching the clutch, and you're not getting any airflow through to cool it down. So basically you're just cooking it at that temperature, and that'll make your belt brittle, more likely to cracking. So what you want to do is maintain your belt RPM with your primary clutch and your secondary clutch. To do that, you need to be moving just at low speeds. How do you know if your belt is too hot? How do you know what your belt temperature is? We sell a cool little gauge called a RazorBack. You can see it on our website, bikemanperformance.com. You can mount it in your clutch housing. It tells you how hot your belt is and when you need to worry. So if you notice your belt is continually running hot and you want to do some stuff to it, number one, clutch kit. Clutch kit will help apply the right amount of squeeze on your belt to not put the heat into your belt. We also have our Cyclone cover. So our Cyclone cover, it's different than the air blowers that blow into the clutch housing, because those blowers have a max CFM. What our clutch cover does is actually increase the CFM of your housing. So the natural like the cubic feet per minute that your housing flows, increases by our little angled vanes on our Cyclone covers that actually pull more air through, cooling your belt better. Now, the addition of a Cyclone will drop your belt temps by about 40 degrees. So you can see, if you're in one of these zones, dropping 40 degrees will bring you down, maybe out of the danger zone, maybe out of minutes left, maybe into creating no damage at all. So that 40 degrees can be really important. Cyclone cover is about the same cost of one belt. So if you save a belt, you're neutral, you broke even. If you save 3 belts, you can see how the Cyclone cover can pay for itself really fast. Check out the Cyclone cover, the RazorBack, and all kinds of other cool stuff at bikemanperformance.com.